It's 1 p.m. on WSAN Radio Afternoon Show. Guest Kenya Jones, owner of Madu Sports Bar.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Ron, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Blessed by the best, you know.
With that beautiful voice you got.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, somebody brag and some don't brag. She don't brag. She just bring it. So we got you on here, Miss Kenya Jones. I was told about your establishment about a month and a half ago, but it took me almost a month to get a hold of you. Because our good friend Miss Quita said, hold on, everybody call me Uncle. She said, hold on, Uncle, I'll get it for you. And within 15 minutes, she gave me your number. I called you. You was out in California. You didn't know who I was, so I told you I was. And it went from one thing to another. But before we get into that, I want to talk about you, on how you got started in the things that you're doing, because being a Black woman, and this is Black History Month for Black women, it's like an obstacle course for you to get something going in business. It's like doors are always slamming in your face. But you told me about your story. I said, girl, ain't no door slamming in your face. You just ain't opened up the right one yet. And here you are. So tell us about your challenges and struggles going through to open this place up.
Well, the name, let's start with the name. The name Madu's is it's a cousin. It's my first cousin. He passed away December of 2023. We were really close. And we had plans to do other things, and that didn't happen because of his passing. So with both of us being into sports and loving just life, I felt, why not, remember him by naming a sports bar after him. So that's where the name came from my late first cousin, Madu, Jamal Hunt. Okay. Now, I mean, I started, of course, in California, trucking company, entertainment company. I've done several different things. I moved out here because my father lives here. And with me opening this sports bar, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. Just dealing with the state of Texas and San Antonio, with all their guidelines and things that I needed to pass with the code, and it was a lot. Doing it by myself because I am a owner alone by myself, so it was a struggle. It was another building right next to where the bar is, which I had acquired at first. The city shut me down because it didn't have a kitchen. So I had put all this money into there, and of course, you see, I'm not there. So I had to move over to the other side. And I think God knew, like, you need to have patience, because I don't really have a lot of patience. So he said, you'll be okay. Just go on and get that other side. And I did. And it's open. I mean, I see things every day that I need to fix. I need to change. But it's a work in progress. And I have a good team as well as yourself behind me that I really appreciate. Coming from California, knowing nobody out here but my family, the support that I have gotten has really sustained me. It's helping me a lot. And I really, truly appreciate that, because if it wasn't for people like you and the Giggles and the Crystals and, and my DJs, I don't even know where I would be right now. I probably have lost my mind.
You said that. I was going somewhere one day, and the lady was leaving. It's so funny. She was leaving. This other lady asked her, "Where you going?" "I'm going crazy. You want to come join me?" I bust out laughing. I said, wow, this is live, but you're not going there. You're not there yet. But My first time coming to your establishment, I was just at awe. When I looked into it, I was just at awe. And you know me, I came, well, maybe you want to try this, try it. I'm just giving you my just suggestions. You don't take anything I'm saying. I'm not trying to take over. I'm just suggesting the things, that I see in there because the club has plenty of potential. Oh, and by the way, now I'll let you go ahead and break the news on now. I won't break it for you. But if you go there, the atmosphere is so warm and friendly. And one thing they do have, she mentioned the kitchen, is a full kitchen. I'm not talking about just an icebox and a microwave. I'm talking about a full kitchen. And the place is, I don't know, you have to go see it. I invited a buddy of mine to come over yesterday. He came over, he was shocked too. So I guess your club is the best kept secret in San Antonio.
Like, thank you. That's a good thing.
So we got to let it out.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
So you went through the struggles you went through to get it open. Now that you have it open right now, I see your other struggles is getting people to know that you're there and coming in there. And what I like is your age, 35 and up. That is perfect. And I don't think it's going to be a struggle to get them in there. The struggle is get the word out, and that's what I'm here for, to get the word out. But looking at your staff, and one of them I fell in love with already. You know which one that is.
JB.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what JB did? She came and gave me one of the biggest hugs. Said, "Look around, look around, look around." Because I told her it's JB. I said, "Just beautiful." She went out and got a tattoo with "Just Beautiful" on it.
She's a
I
sweetheart.
said, "What?"
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, but all your staff is nice. The
Thank
lady
you.
that waited on me yesterday, she was so attentive and she was around everybody. And
Shauna.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got that staff out there that it's hard to find a good staff that's on the same page.
Yes. Yes.
Man, I don't know, but I just love that place, things that you're doing. So what do you have coming up, or what are your plans going forward?
Well, I do have some events coming up. One of my main events next month, May 4th, we have a celebrity coming out. One of the guys from Family Business, his name is Darren Henson. He is having his all-white birthday party there.
Oh, wow.
So tickets are being sold on Ebright, where you can get a ticket for catering food or just to come inside the facility to meet him, take pictures and things of that such. I also have a silent listening party coming up, which a lot of people don't know about those. They're earphones where you put on your ears and you have 3 different channels and you listen to 3 different type of music, and it's by the color. So I have that coming up as well, the end of the month. So it's a lot of things, birthday parties. We're gonna start a band soon. As you probably saw yesterday, we have the drum set up there now.
Yes.
Miss Kiki and Mr. RJ, they had them a little fun session at like midnight when I was supposed to close. So I have a lot of things that's about to happen. Raffles. I'm gonna let you speak on that. That was your idea.
What, the raffles?
Yes.
Which one? About 30 people?
30 people, $30.
Oh yeah. And I said on on Wednesday nights, the 30th person that come in the door will get $30 cash. Now, if 30 people don't come in, it doesn't roll over, you get $30 next week. So that's the way to generate people coming in, getting interest in there. And we sat down, we just talked about one day. I mean, did I call you up and suggest that? Or were we sitting in person?
Yes, you did.
I can't remember, but you ought to see the look on her face when I say something the wheels are turning. You can see them moving, and she gets quiet. She gets quiet and stuff, because just suggestions like that. See, some of what the things that I'm doing is what we did back in the 60s and 70s. And with the crowd being 35 and older, some of those suggestions may work out fine for them. Now, anybody want money, and chances are when they win that $30, they're gonna spend that $30 there. So what we're really doing in the Black community, instead of winning that money and you turn around and go on the north side of town, spend that money, taking it out the Black community, it's like we reinvest in the Black community. Okay, it's only $30, but it starts somewhere.
Right.
It starts somewhere. So that's the way of investing back into our community and stuff. And that's how I looked at it. So, but your ideas. I love the cigar bar, what you have out there outside. That is perfect. I love that. And you can't smell the smoke inside at all. It's perfect the way that it's set up. The DJ booth is perfect the way it's set up and everything. So we were talking yesterday over a little bit of stuff, and I had a proposition for. I said, hey, I can get you this, get you this. Let me call and find out what's going on. The deal went through. And so what we're doing is building this place up. We're building it up, and girl, you are something else. To tell y'all something, yesterday, I was there for a while yesterday, and I turned around and texted her, well, I'm getting ready to go. She, no, don't go.
No, don't leave yet.
Don't leave yet. So I
have
said, okay.
2 more braids.
Yeah. So I said, okay. So I'm sitting out there with Glenn, Crystal, and G Train came in, and I missed Little Giggles coming in. And they all came in, and we sat down there, and she got on stage and sung. And let me tell you what, this girl could sing. She told me just a little. That wasn't a little bit.
Just a little bit.
See, when that band get in there, you need to get up there and sing with them.
I have a church voice. This is for the church.
Well, you know where church went. Gospel went to R&B.
It did.
Okay.
It did.
So tell us something that nobody knows about you.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Well, shoot. I like to fish. Look. No, I don't want to get too personal with my life, but I mean, I guess people know I'm from California, but I'm actually from the city of Inglewood, the city of champions, raised by 2 Marines, both my parents. I sung in the church choir growing up. I'm kind of like a preacher's kid. My mom is a minister. So I had a rough childhood, not because of my parents, but because of my choices. And I paid for those choices down the line. And now I'm just grateful that God has given me the opportunity to make up for all the things that I've done in my life, to wear my mama knees out for praying for me, Yeah. So I just tell people this: no matter where you've been and what you've been through, your dreams can always come true. I've had a trucking company, an entertainment company. I also have a gaming truck out here that I rent out. So I am an entrepreneur, a Black woman that just want to make it. I want to make it for me and for my kids. I want to see my parents smile, like my daughter did that. Through everything that she went through, she still did it. So people feel like, my life is hard. I'll never make it. All this, all that. Oh, in and out the penal system. It doesn't matter. When you put your mind to it, you can do anything. As long as God is first in your life, you're going to survive. And I stand on that. I've been standing on that since I was a child, and it's never going to go anywhere. So if you guys don't know, I am a strong believer in Jesus Christ. I believe in him, and I believe in his resurrection. And that's why I'm where I am right now. So.
So let's get in and talk about somebody else in your establishment. Your right hand man,
Justin.
Mr. Justin. That me and him sat down and talked for the first time yesterday. We were just talking, just going back and forth on some things, and he was looking around. I said, "So what you plan on doing?" I said, "Man, I gotta get these lines rerouted for the speakers because they're not balancing out." I said, "You know what? Let me know you want to do it, because we'll do it together and get it done." And he said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Let's go ahead and make that a thing for next week. I'll put aside a day, and when you come in, we can start rewiring everything so it's balanced out and all that, right?" Because he was looking perplexed yesterday. He was just looking around, and then he wanted to know, we're gonna put that speaker right there. How you gonna put this over here? How you gonna put this over there? And I said, well, Justin, I used to do all that. I used to wire up clubs. I used to do all that. So I'm willing to come in and help you out to do that. And so then his mind was just like yours. It was moving. It was moving. But we're going to get things straight up out there. But he is one sharp person.
Yes, he is.
I sit down and watch him. He's always looking around and seeing things and doing things, always on the move. It's always like he anticipates something's going to happen and he's there. And that's hard to find nowadays.
Yes.
So tell us, how did you and Justin come across?
So I met Justin on Facebook. Oh, let me see, October? I've only been knowing him since October. And I was saying I was looking for a DJ, and I had put an ad on San Antonio Black, and he had reached out to me via Messenger. And he was talking to me, and he was like, "So do you plan on getting your own equipment and all of this?" I said, "Yes, I want my own equipment." And he was like, "Well, I can help you." He said, "I got a discount at Guitar Center. Don't worry about it." I don't even know this man from Adam or Eve. You know how you can speak to someone via text and you get a good vibe from them. And then when you meet them, it was everything plus more. That's how it was. It was like, wow, like, where have you been all my life? So I call him my best friend. I call him my male best friend because he's just there. My dad says, I think that's his other home. He's retired Air Force.
Yeah.
And he's actually from South Carolina, but he's been out here for maybe like 2 years now. And we crossed paths. And I think that was the best thing. He balances me out because I can get a little sometimes. And he said, "Kenya, it's going to be okay. Just breathe in." I don't never get upset. I just sit back and I watch and I listen. And he's so calm. It's like he doesn't raise his voice. And I'm like, dude, where have you been?
Yeah, put it this way.
You in Cali.
Yeah, if he ever raises his voice, y'all better run.
Yes. I think I'm going to be afraid.
Yeah.
But he's a really good support. I mean, with setting up calendars, different events, just speaking to people for me on my behalf. Like, he's amazing. He's amazing. I'm grateful for him.
Yeah, I was in there when y'all had your meeting, and I'm sitting there minding my own business. And at the end of the meeting, you turn around and say, "That's Ron over there. You're gonna see a lot of him." Yeah. Thanks. Thanks. I'm
just telling the truth.
But when I first talked to you, I feel the same way you felt about Justin. I felt the chemistry when I first talked to you, and when I tell you what I want to do, y'all looked at me like, "Is this guy for real? Is he for real? He's gonna do this and do that." It's got to be a catch to it. There's no catch.
I did. I was like, wow, this is pinch me.
And I'll let y'all know, I had her almost crying twice.
Yes.
And I wasn't hitting her. I didn't pinch her. I was nice. But when you get cook chemistry, like, let's talk about your cook. Let's talk about that chef back there. That dude, that hamburger.
Which one? Cecil?
Yes. I got that hamburger and I said, "Oh my God." I said, "Man." I just went home, I brought it home. My wife looked at it. I said, "That's none of yours." you could breathe, you could smell it, but you can't taste it. And then I went back in, got another one and everything. So next time I'm gonna try it is your chicken out this. So how do you run across your chef? I'm gonna call them chefs, 'cause that's what they are. How do you run across them?
So all three of my cooks are related. You have Mike. I met him through one of my contractors. He cooks for the church, for his church. Cecil is his nephew who actually assists him at the church. And then his daughter, Mike's daughter, she cooks. So I end up meeting her. So I said, we're just going to make this a family affair. Because if one could cook good, I think all y'all could cook. And ain't nobody disappointed me. I walk up in there, it smells good. I have no complaints. Oh, it's amazing. And Cecil is just, I don't know. Cecil is everything plus. He's not even just a cook. You know, he's gonna make sure that place is clean. Like one of the ladies were telling me, yeah, I went in and the first thing I wanted to do was go and check the restrooms. And I said, yeah, my restrooms are clean. My mom taught me, you know, your kitchen and your restrooms have to be in order.
Yes.
Cecil makes sure everything is in order. He just called me a few minutes ago. I'll be up there at 2:00. I need to go mop and do all of it. I said, okay, that's fine. He just takes charge.
Yeah, he's
and
funny.
I love someone that does that.
Yeah, he's funny because
tell him nothing.
You talked to him on the phone when we got there yesterday. It was funny. He said, I'm gonna make myself a hamburger. He said, you said, boy, just go ahead and do what you need to do. Oh man, but he helped me bring those speakers in and all that yesterday. And I said, you don't have to. No, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. So he helped me do all that and everything. And he helped set it up like that. He came over there anyway, just making sure I was okay. I said, see, that's a class act. That's what that is, and it is brilliant. So I want to go on to my other girlfriend besides JB. It's that security guard,
Nail,
the snitch. I get in there. Before I come around the corner, you know, I say, how you know I was there? Well, she came, I said, come here. I said, you know, snitches get stitches, right? And she just looked at me, started laughing. And, you know, she has a warmth feeling about her. And that girl could see me in Timbuktu. She gonna break her neck.
She is.
So when I come in there now, she's going, like the first day when I came there, this was so funny. It was on the Sunday I came in there. Oh, we know who you are. Go on there. I said, how you know who I am? Oh, trust me. We know y'all. I'll forget the beep. Go on in. That was so funny. Oh, that's another one to bring up. I've been to many clubs. This one has a metal detector when you walk in. They got a wand. They got all that stuff. They got security down to an art. And that should make everybody feel comfortable, knowing that is in place right there. So did you put that in place?
Yes, I did. Moving from California to here, I know the challenges bars, clubs have out there. And I just wanted to implement that here because I want to keep the riffraff out. Weapons, you know, if you have any, keep it in your car or just keep it at home. You know, we're here to have fun, meet new people, just bonding. You know, that's it. That's what it's about. No drama. I don't like drama.
Okay. That sounds good to me. And, you know, I'm gonna hit you up and say something else because in a few more Tuesdays, I'll be free. So I think I ain't got to say because you already going to say it for me, aren't you?
DJ.
But what I also want to do with that on Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. I like to introduce a networking deal. Okay. Because I used to have one at this one place you go to. We would meet there on, I forget, Tuesday or Wednesday evenings and networking. People bring your business cards, come and sit down and just network with everybody. So that's one thing I would like with your blessing to implement that. And so we get more business in there. And what that would do is create that community work and we start doing things because, you know, believe it or not, a lot of people in your establishment right now, we don't know what they do.
Right. You're
They
right about
they
that.
could have a business that you didn't even know about. So the whole idea is we want to do business with each other.
Yes.
That's what I want to do. I want to do business with each other. So, this is the time that we really need to come together as a Black community and help each other out. The way things are going now, we always depend on ourselves, but we really got to depend on ourselves now
Yes, we do.
because our money got to stay within our community and help
Yes.
each other out. So
Yes.
that's one thing. Your place could be a beacon of that, just networking, have people come in just for a networking deal, and don't worry about the flyers. I'll get them going
Okay.
and stuff. Like, look, she ain't said a word. But I mean, I'm serious with everything going on out there. It's perfect. It is
Thank
so
you.
perfect
Thank you.
and everything. So you're doing a great job out there. Can't nobody tell you anything. If they do, they gotta come see me or
Y'all heard
Justin
that. Y'all heard that.
or Justin. No, I throw Justin in there.
No,
So,
Arnell security.
oh yeah, yeah. So what made you decide to open up this sports bar? It had been something that you say, I'm gonna open up a sports bar. You just didn't wake up in the morning and say you want to do it.
No, I mean, I've always wanted to do something like that, and I had it was the right time, with the passing of my cousin. I said, well, shoot, maybe I just go on and do it now. I've had a lot of people in my ear back home that says, man, you know how to give really good parties. You're a really good entertainer. You vibe with everybody,
Mhm.
man, you can do this, you can do that, and I listen. I've been to several different bars, and I see myself, I saw myself running one, and
Mhm.
this was years ago, and then I end up getting into other things, because of my marriage and things like that. But I got that opportunity. I came out here and I saw it, and I saw the vision, and I said, there it is right there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's time to do it. Okay, cousin, you talking to me. You bringing it back to life. Let's do it.
Hmm.
And I just did it because as you can see, when we're there, I'm not going to be sitting on the sideline. I want to mingle with y'all. I want to make y'all laugh. I
Hmm.
want to get up and come on. I don't care if it's not karaoke Wednesday. Let's get up and sing. I
Right.
love that. I love to entertain, and then talk
Hmm.
mess when sports is on, you know. I'm a Lakers
Yeah,
fan,
we went down that road. I'm still mad at you. She neglected Chicago. I
It's
found
by
a
the
shot.
bathroom.
Yeah. See, she flushed it down the toilet already in the bathroom. I said, everybody up in there except for Chicago. I'm gonna buy my own stickers and put them all in there, cover up all the Lakers.
You sound like them Philly fans. Look.
Matter of fact, it was somebody some from Philly. Let me see who that was that liked to post. It was Philly something. Let me see who was it. Philly Problems.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, he came in there. He's so funny. That man is hilarious. He's a host too. He does DJing and oh my God, he come in there one day and he was like, "Where my Eagles at? I said, boy, he's hilarious."
Now, if he said if they didn't win the Super Bowl, he said take it down. No,
Well,
that is.
my star is still up there.
You see the look I'm giving you. Don't even go there.
Hey, I
No.
love my team.
Okay. Well, let you know that Crystal said your chicken is seasoned very well and not salty.
Thank you.
So, and she should be working too. And I don't know what she peeping in here. I talked to her yesterday when I had Quita on, and said she was going back and forth watching. Didn't want to get in trouble. I said, girl, just hold your phone up like everybody else. You just watch it and everything.
Tell her walk to the bathroom. Look.
There you go. And girl, you've been in there for an hour. The show was an hour. But all right. Any closing words you want to let everybody know what's going on at your establishment coming up?
So Every day we have something new. Mondays I am closed until August. Football season coming up, so be ready. Tuesdays, Taco Tuesday. We have all the tacos you want. If you don't eat meat, we got shrimp. If you don't eat pork or beef, we got turkey. And we got chicken. So come on. We got them rice and beans. Wednesday, karaoke. Thursday, we got line dancing and Thirsty Thursdays for all the women. Just come on out. Friday, you want to turn up? Come on and turn up. We even going to implement a band in there one day soon. Yeah. Saturday, we just going to do whatever you want to do. Sunday, Jazzy Sunday with some bikes on the side.
There you go.
Have a good time. So come on to Madu's and enjoy yourself.
Yes, and we will, and I do. I do at Madu's. Look, I'm trying to rhyme up here. Well, young lady, I appreciate you taking time on your busy schedule to jump in and talk with us. And like I said, you keep on doing what you're doing. And anything you need from me, anything, just let me know, and I'm there for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Okay. You take care now.
All right. You do the same.
All right. Okay,
bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to WSAN Radio. Catch us on our YouTube channel, WSAN Radio SA. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button.